Hey, what's going on everybody? Matthew from therighttrader.com back again with another cryptocurrency video. Today we're going to be taking a look at Binance coin, which is of course the native token of the Binance exchange, and there's a lot of interesting stuff going on with this right now. We're going to be doing a price prediction for 2023. There's been a lot of FUD around Binance, okay? But despite that FUD, you can see that BNB became the most active blockchain in the last 24 hours despite all that. Okay, so for those who don't know, BNB token, native to the Binance exchange, powers the BSC chain, okay, the Binance Smart Chain, which is one of the biggest decentralized networks in crypto. Okay, some people call it not decentralized, but here it is. Okay, it is right up there in the top 10 probably. It currently has a total value locked of $5 billion, which is quite a bit less than its all-time high, about a 75% drop there. So we were at around 21 billion at the peak high. That is a pretty big drop. Okay, you can see here in comparison to Ethereum and some of the other big ones, where Binance stands, it is still one of the biggest ones, but it's not as big as it was at the peak of the bull market, which is normal because the DeFi activity was less. Now, its chart still looks very healthy in the long term, okay, or so it may seem. There is a little bit of concern for me on the chart, but I'll get into that in just a second. Of course, this is a crypto that literally started at 3 cents. You see where it is now. We're talking about a monstrous gain, hundreds of thousands of percent over the last 5 years. So basically an absolute moonshot crypto right now with a market cap of 44 billion. CZ Binance, who is the CEO of Binance, said himself that he expects Binance to be worth as much as Apple, aka meaning above $1 trillion in market cap, which of course would be over 20x from the current price. Okay, and that of course provides some pretty massive gains. Now, that is one part of it. Okay, we also need to see what has been going on with the price after this sort of most recent drama, because this most recent drama is, definitely, I personally trust Binance, right? They're still the exchange I use personally, and I even have a Binance referral link in the description below, because like I said, that's pretty much the one exchange that I still use on a daily basis. However, okay, even if the exchange will survive and whatnot, fear and FUD and panic selling could cause the token itself to drop quite substantially, arguably like it already has. Okay, peak low was a 70% drop, and also, historically Binance has been a I want to say almost bulletproof token. Okay, I mean, we never fell that much in comparison to some other cryptos with the BNB token itself. And by the way, that 20x that I was talking about, which is CZ Binance's price prediction in a way for this token, brings the price to over $6,000. Okay, $6,500 is about a 20x from here. So there is potential for massive profits. And to be honest, I think that eventually we will see the BNB price above $5,000. That could happen in the next 5 to 10 years or so. Now, as far as what might happen before then, that's where we need to be careful. Like I said, the chart has really been one of the strongest charts in cryptos, kind of, doing very strong pumps, then stabilizing for a while, very strong pump stabilization, and it looks like we could be in one of those stabilizations right now. Okay, we were in this range between $240 and $316, trading in this range, but we actually managed to break out higher more recently here with the recent pump, and we just came up on some resistance around $335. Can we get above that? Well, we did not that long ago. So, I think we could go a little bit higher. We could probably reach $365. However, I'm not super bullish on expecting the price to just come recover into this higher area up here. Okay, there's several reasons for that, but there's kind of a bit of concern for me on the chart why we're not going to head back in this area up here just yet. Okay, I'm not saying we're not going to return thereafter, but I think there's going to be some consolidation. The consolidation could even be a little bit lower before then. Okay, and what do I mean by that? I mean, as low as $140, for example. So all the way down here, maybe consolidating in this bigger range between 140, 240, or even 320 and 140. But there is a scenario, unfortunately, where I could see the price slipping lower. And the reason why is because this pump over here caused a lot of unsustainability on the chart, in my opinion. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, since this pump was so sharp, okay, I mean, we're talking about in a matter of days, almost 1,000% move back here. We can see that we have left, in a way, a bit of an open gap, right? Where we have a lot of stability in this area, okay, where we're trading right now, but that's because we stabilized back here, right? So we put in a bit of a floor here. Unfortunately, if we move below this, okay, yes, here we stopped moving lower in the middle of this range, but that doesn't really make too much sense, right? Usually we always hit the end of the range. So I still think we could reach the end of this range because we actually never came back and tested it on the daily chart, which is very, very concerning. And I'm just talking about this area right over here on the chart, okay, which is at $140. So I think we will have to come back and test this area. Unfortunately, not that much lower, okay. We have just this little bit of support here below that, and after that, right, it's another big drop down to around $91. And even after that, we literally don't have any support all the way down to this $55 area. So I've kind of been saying, you know, it is possible that we would see the price go back this low. Now, of course, the market would have to be in a pretty bad shape for this to happen, right? There'd have to be a lot of fear in the market, etc. But it is not impossible, right? There's no sign on the chart that tells us that this could not happen. And just that alone is pretty concerning, in my opinion. So be careful out there, because yes, I personally think we're going to see the day where Binance becomes a $1 trillion crypto in the next 5 to 10 years or so. But in 2023, I'm a little bit cautious here because there's been so much drama with exchanges, FTX, etc. And I personally don't think that Binance is, I think it's a bit of an exception to the rule. I think a lot of it will be blown out of proportion FUD, but that could still cause the token to drop substantially, like I said, right? Even if the exchange is actually fine, that doesn't mean that the fear will not cause people to sell. And for that reason, right, we could be looking at, you know, 2023, maybe a little bit after that, a full 80% drop, okay? Maybe at best we'll only drop, you know, 50 to 65%, but that's kind of my main concern. Like I said, there is a possibility here where we actually just end up consolidating in this area higher and don't actually end up going sinking lower below $100 or anything like that. I would call that the better case scenario. Unfortunately, right now for 2023, I do not see us going higher than $365. So that's pretty much my absolute top price target, okay? With that being said, that was the end for this Binance price prediction. Leave a like, subscribe, let me know any other cryptos you want me to do an analysis on. Make sure to check out my technical analysis master course, and go follow me on Twitter for live crypto updates. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Stay safe, and I'll see you next time. Have a great day.